Hello, this is Sidemind. Welcome to another video. In this one, we're going to go over how to add more spells prepared to your character. Um, I made a video on this on the 5th edition rules. We can just use a magic item to increase your spellcasting ability modifier and do it that way. But in 2024 or 5.5e, things have changed. It's no longer tied to spellcasting ability modifier, so it's a lot more difficult to increase the number of spells you have prepared. So there is still a way by just using a subclass or species feature, which I'll go over. Let me. There we go. So this is going to be done for a species or subclass. You can't do it through feats or through magic items. And basically, the best way to do it is to what was I going to say? Is to do it through a subclass probably, because it just makes more sense. So in this case, I'm going to use wizard amateur. Here we go. Probably best to rename this amateur. Copy description. I hate that when you're creating a copy of a subclass, it doesn't copy the description for you. What am I doing? So I'm gone on my OBS. There we go. Okay, you can ignore that. It doesn't matter. Save changes. Yeah. Okay. Add class feature. Prepare more spells. You probably want to make your snippets and descriptions a little bit more fancier. Basically, like if you're having a boon that says you can increase 3 more spells, you type that description here. I'm just being very generic here. This is a workaround, it's a very clunky thing. Required class level, in this case, is going to be 3, I suppose. Let's blow it to 1 just so it appears on the top. We don't care about displaying character level. We're going to I believe that's fine. This will be granted. Create class feature. Now you could, so there's 2 ways of doing this. One is that you'd create a different step. Don't do cantrip because you don't prepare spells. You don't prepare cantrips like you do normal spells. So now the reason why, now you could be more specific. You could limit this to scale with the character's level, so it's only going to show spells at the right level. I think you're just doing too much. If this is something you just want to do nice, quick and simple, it's going to be up to the user to make sure they're selecting the spells they're supposed to select from the spellbook. So just allow it to be all their spells. It's just going to be so much easier. This is all fine. So here we are. So consume spell slot would be yes. Counts as known, no. Already prepared and no. Doesn't make sense, but already prepared means it counts against your prepared limit. These are not counting against your prepared limit, so this should be no. Can leave that blank, none of that matters. And anyway, and check is infinite. We check this so that we can keep adding the more spells. That way, this just covers all instances of any further magic items or any boons that might stack and give you more. This just covers it all. It makes it easier. you save that, save changes, then we cancel out the feature. Yeah. And then save changes. We should be good to go. So now let's go to characters. I think I made a character here yet, so in this case, I'm going to go to class. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to add a bunch of their I'm just going to add a bunch of spells. I'm only doing this for the sake of making it easier to do purposes, so ABC. So now we can go to 3. And these green boxes go away. I don't need this for each one. Come on. So this is subclass. Also want to make sure that your homebrew is turned on. So usually helps. So homebrew will be at the bottom. So here you can see that now this is not going to limit to the spells in your spell book. We can't do that. This is going to let you choose anything. So it'll be up to the user to make sure that they're only picking spells that they should normally be able to choose. So yeah, and now that we've added one, you can choose another one. And chromatic orb is another one. So there. So we do that. So now if we were to go to our sheet, there we go. Except you can probably hear my freaking computer trying to run for its life here. But now you can see that under prepare my spells, we can see that we've got these now prepared and can be used and thing. So yeah, that's how to do it. It is a very, very clunky feature. It's just simply this is weird. So I'm just noticing that this is like a don't know why I said that. But anyway, yeah, so whenever you want to add more spells, you will have to go back into the builder and go down to that class feature that you made. And then add whatever spells here. That's just going to be a way to be able to add spells that use spell slots and count as prepared without counting towards your maximum. That's just the only way to do it. Bit clunky, but it does work. Thank you, hope helps.